how the piracy be. Our vessel sails through as you try to flee. But we load up the cannonballs, clank, boom, blast.
The red flag flies high up on the mast.
We shoot off the cannonballs, bang, boom, blast.
Blue smoke in the night welcomes you to the past.
Sing it down, 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 you're in, bet you at last.
You try to make haste, but in ways work faster.
Boom, blind slaughter on the water, shake your neck.
When your blood shines bright on the blade and the deck.
Recheck your moves fast, see if we thieve your gold.
And replace it with your first mini sever's gold.
The rage of a pirate is harsh to endure.
With a sword in our hand, we'll show you what for.
And I'll bury you deep if you ain't one of me mateys.
Regardless of your rank, I'm blast you to Hades.
Separator.
Rib separator.
Diva retractor.
Diva retractor.
Oh yeah, and some anesthetic.
Anesthetic.
Okay, this subject is mangled, and what I did to him just didn't help, so I'm gonna need a few things to try to fix this specimen up. Give me half a mile of sutures for this poor creature, and the following is a list of a few procedures we're going to have to do in the next hour in alphabetical order. We're going to need to perform an amputation immediately preceding an appendectomy due to severe inflammation. Next will be a colostomy, and all we have today is a butter knife. Moving on with a D&C, depending on the gender of this mutilated blob, and a gastrectomy, and we'll have to pop that blisterectomy, and a tracheotomy strangely the size of a cigar, followed by a vasectomy performed in hurried conditions. So let it be clear that I'll need total privacy in here, and some of the works of Mozart playing on a record player along with a head camera, and 3 pints of AB negative. I'm getting a little thirsty. Step into the lab of ghouls, a place that's free from the rules of fools. Disassembling them as jewels, you'll find me there with dissection tools. Step into the lab of ghouls, a place that's free from the rules of fools. Disassembling them as jewels, you'll find me there with dissection tools. Step into the lab of ghouls, a place that's free from the rules of fools. Disassembling them as jewels, you'll find me there with dissection tools. Step into the lab of ghouls, a place that's free from the rules of fools. Disassembling them as jewels, you'll find me there with dissection tools. Step into the lab of ghouls, a place that's free from the rules of fools. Disassembling them as jewels, you'll find me there with dissection tools.
rabbis taking bribes and swinging live organs. And the newscaster said that it would make Tony Soprano proud, and I just thought that'd be mentioned. Thought of
all walks of life. Greetings. I'm here today to explain to you about something which I feel rather deeply about. It is a subject and a topic quite vital in our day and age, at least I feel. I'm here to express my particular devoted views on the matter at hand. All walks of life. We're the same damn genes spread throughout the world, and yet people get ideas of a superior race and all the pointless hatred and the shame and disgrace, and still all that it's given us is an edible paradox.
I'm usually a tolerant person, but there's one thing for which I have no tolerance. Swallow that pride and choke on it, bigot. Swallow that pride and choke. Swallow that pride and choke on it, bigot. Swallow that pride and choke. Swallow that pride and choke on it, bigot. Swallow that pride and choke. Swallow that pride and choke to death, bigot. Swallow that pride and choke.
Yes, well, today we're at the fine, soothing, wonderful, great radio studio of, yes, the Nomads. But there's one thing wrong with it, and I, seriously, think the world is coming good. Lordy, Lordy, the world is just not great to us today, Lordy, Lordy. Please, Lordy, Lordy. Today we're talking to
The time has come, we need the drum, are you ready? No need to run, come forth and take heed upon this venture of dreams. Living it up, forgetting it, you decide how it seems. For better or worse, a blessing or a curse, you'll know the family's got your back the day the worst goes to worst. We'll never be ceased, we'll always have a way, no matter what, we'll keep on going till the day we're all swept away. Regardless of whether or not anybody mentions, it's the best of intentions in all my quantum dimensions. The time has come, we beat the drum for it's coming. It has begun, history repeats itself in a subtle way. The light of faith, making night out of day.
So you had to lie in the sun? Now he has to lie in the sun. That seems pretty even.
I got leg humped by a Doberman.
I got shoulder humped by a Doberman. To completion.
Oh, yeah. So can I cross you off the list now?
Yes, come in. Mr. President, I'm afraid I have some bad news for you, sir.
What is it, Robert?
Well, I'm sorry to tell you this, sir, but it appears we've run down to your last 5 pounds of hash.
Good God, man! What's to be done with it? What are you doing about this?
Now, Mr. President, I can assure you that we're taking all conservatory measures. I just called Afghanistan a minute ago.
Ah, yes. Great, Robert. I was afraid I was going to have to resort to my old crack habit addiction.
Shed the skin, remove the mask. Is the truth-based bliss where liars can't ask? So entangled is the world become, and forced upon all are the ways of the sun. So hear this well in humanity's game. The machine won't break if all the pieces are the same. We feel deranged in the wandering mist. Some of us are only happy if we're sad or pissed. Indifference and selfishness taking their toll until the bulk of the people think of the people as a whole. Extreme poverty and an abundance of wealth, and us fast on a collision course with ourselves. Some believe to achieve certain things is to meddle, but we'd all become gods if we chose not to settle.
We want a solution that's worthy to salute, not a machine that's requiring us to rape, deceive, and pollute. The stark imbalance drives threats and demands as we progress through many lifespans. We're segregated into separate lands, but we are the key. It's in our hands.
Let us now focus on what you have created. Only more enemies in your world is false-stated. You're thinking the world should live how you want them to. Obey the law unless the person is you. Corrupting everything from A to Z. And you think it's too late to let the people live free. Everyone has a time in your job, so speed it up. By control of population, cause the numbers are enough. Now fuck
requiring us to rape, deceive, and pollute. Sark and balance drives threats and demands as we progress through many lifespans. We're segregated into separate lands, but we are the key. It's in our hands.
An evolutionary leap right in front of our eyes. The youth steps in at the elder demise. The moon's deathbed is supported by fear, and the young savant, he can take it from here. He says there are answers for the ills of the earth that'll usher in a new wave of incredible birth. He knows the causes of war, and that's just fine, but if he says there can be peace, he must be out of his mind. They refuse to connect the dots, pure underestimation of the prodigy's thoughts. Greed and pride, spiritual cancer, knowledge and love, the worldwide answer. He speaks of the things that they buried and hid, but they don't hear him out because he's only a kid. But after the death of the powerfully absurd, maybe him and his crazy ideas can be heard.
We want a solution that's worthy to salute, not a machine that's requiring us to rape, deceive, and pollute. Sark and balance drives threats and demands as we progress through many lifespans. We're segregated into separate lands, but we are the key. It's in our hands.